Alright, y'all. Problem uno problemo. I be driving the goddamn hell out this thing, speed shifting or whatever, and jerking the transmission and motor back and forth by speed shifting. End up ripping out the damn motor mount. So this motor mount going here like so. Alright. You got this go on top like that. The hook's on like that. Alright, so this bolt goes here. It also goes in here. Okay? Well, threads are stripped out the damn block. So, you know, I ain't trying to take this whole motor out or whatever. I mean, I can pretty much get it with a heliacoil. But they got this thing called a time sert, which is a little bit stronger than the heliacoil. Basically, you do the same thing. So you'll put some oil on your drill. You're gonna drill out that hole right there with some oil on it. Then you're gonna bevel the end. You know what I'm saying? You stick that in there where you just drilled it onto. You're gonna cut out just a little edge so that it can sit in there right. Then we're gonna put new threads in there. Then use this tool right here to put in your new threads, which is your time sert. And you can see it's a little bit fat down here on the bottom. That's why you drill out that. So you're gonna screw this in. It's gonna hit that little edge that you drill out, that little bevel. And then you're gonna keep on turning. And it's gonna be kind of hard, and it'll push out the threads. You put a little thread lock onto this right here. So we're gonna start first. We're gonna find something so we can drill this out first. Put some oil on all of these guys. Oil there. Find me a little angle grinder or something. A trick here. So you're gonna need a 90-degree drill, and even if you had a 90-degree drill, the bit on the end, it's like a 12mm socket I got on here, and I'm just using that right there to drill it out. So if you ever find yourself in a hard to reach place, you know what I'm saying, you just put a socket on the end so that you can drill it. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna finish drilling that out. Make sure you get it straight though, you know what I'm saying? So stick something in there, make sure your angle right, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're going in straight, got to be straight. And then, you know what I'm saying, I blow it out with some compressed air every once in a while, and make sure I keep it lubricated too with some oil. So basically, you know, I was drilling, shit. And then drop the bolt. I'd stop myself periodically and check it like this. Just stop. And you want to make sure, you know, that your thread. So I stick it in here, and you know, you want to make sure that your threads is you know, kind of lined up or flat with the edge of the surface, so at your bottom thread or whatever. So I might be able to go just a little bit more, and here's the thing too. Now, when you're doing this, you don't want to go too. You want to make sure you get it exactly good with the threads, because you could go a little bit too far and then go into a damn cylinder, hit a piston if you go way too far. So just keep that in mind. You know, just take your time. I take my time with this now. You know. Oh, and another thing is I switched to a 12.11. Yeah, 11mm with a 12 point, and that grabs a lot better onto the end of it. That 12 point does, because the 12 started slipping a little bit. So I'm gonna drill out just a little bit more, and then after you drill it out, you know, clean it out real good with some compressed air, and then we can put the bevel on it. Then we'll put in our threads, and then put in our time sert. So I drilled out the hole till I got the threads pretty much flush right there. See it? But the threads pretty much flush with the surface. Then I used the little bevel tool, and for that one I used the extractor to bite onto the end. It was a little bit different size. Put a little bevel on there, as you can see. Okay. Now we are ready to move on to putting our threads in. Now this, you probably want to do this by hand. You don't want to use a drill. So just find like it's going to be a 10 millimeter socket wrench in this one, in this instance. So I'm going to just, you know, put some oil on it and just do it by hand. Nice and slow, nice and easy, back and forth. The thing is, you know, you see how this shit right here, it ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. So I turn it and I back it off a little bit. So I turn it a little bit, back it off, turn it, back it off. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure it's lubricated. So it's hard putting threads in. Remember, fellas, we making love here. We ain't fucking here. We making love here. You know what I'm saying? Do this shit slow, take your time. Put some lubrication in it. You know what I'm saying? So why some of y'all can't keep no drill right now, man? Y'all always drilling bitches with no lube and shit. Fucking up the holes, man. Fucking that pussy up. We making love here, fellas. We're not fucking. We making love here. Let's take your time. Do shit right. It'll take a while, you know. But this is like once in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You should never have to do this repair again. You know, hopefully this time sert, you know. This shit is expensive too, man. This time sert is a lot more than heliacoil, like $50, $60. And time sert like $150. Keep that in mind too. But this shit should last forever. That's all we doing. Just back and forth, nice and easy. Put a thread in, back it up, and I'm gonna back it all the way out. Back it all the way out, and then I'll clean it out, see how far we are. So about halfway there, right there. So we halfway there. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing this for a little while, get the rest of the way. All right, so the hard part is done. So I don't know if you can see that black mark right there. I did that with a marker right there, right there. But if you take that, it lines up same length as your time sert. So that's what you want. So basically you're gonna be turning it, and it's gonna get really hard to turn, like you can't go anymore. So it's gonna bottom out. At that point, you wanna take your marker, mark it, just make sure it's about the same size as your time sert. The next thing, you wanna clean that out real good with compressed air. Already did that. This is our installation tool. And we're gonna put one of these on, and then your beveled edge, the big edge, which is gonna go into that bevel on the end, needs to go this way. You're gonna go in with the tool like that. And And so we're gonna do that right now. Basically just gonna turn, and then, okay, two things. Before you put this in, you wanna put oil on it. Then before you put this, you will put thread locker on it. This thread lock. All right, so let's get it ready. So this is what I mean. So we're gonna put some oil on here, right? Your beveled edge is gonna go towards you. So this is the big end right here, and you'll know that this needs to go on the inside because there's like a little dot right here. And then when you screw it in, it'll get kind of tight. So put some oil on this. Okay. Oil. I'm just gonna go in there like that. It's gonna go about halfway. There's your dot right there that goes inside. Then we're gonna put some thread lock on it. Thread lock. You know, cut the top off. Put a thread lock. Down. Nice and coated up. Okay. And we're gonna screw it in there. So that's basically how you do it. You just want to keep going until it gets flush. See, I got a lot of Loctite thread locker, but anyways, just keep going until you get even, you know, with your surface. And it's gonna be hard. You know, it's supposed to be expanding the threads, and then eventually you're gonna push right through it. But if you got your, you know, if you drill farther enough and everything, you measured it, marked it like I did, you should be fine, and you should be able to push that all the way through. But you'll feel it bottom out though. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel it bottom out with your wrench. It'll get to a point. But anyways, that's the time sert. That's how you do it right there. Basic gist of it. You know, get a couple extra. Cool. Thanks for watching the video. Peace. I'm gonna add this one little thing in here, man, that they don't tell you about the installation of that time sert. That's how hard it is. So I had, you know what I'm saying, 8mm wrench on there with an extension on a socket like this long right here, but I had a 3/8 drive extension like this on with a socket on the end, turning that little wrench until the point where it damn bent the wrench. But I got the time sert in there like almost to the very edge. But it served its purpose, you know what I'm saying? I put the motor mount in there, and that's where it's supposed to be. So, but the installation of that thing, they don't tell you how hard it's gonna be, and you got to have like a 4-way like tap and die. Okay, like I did it with a wrench, but like I said, I come real close to not being able to get it in. But if you can put one of these on there, you know, with the 4-way to touch all 4 ends of it, or something like that, you know, touch all 4 ends, all 4 sides, that's gonna help out a lot with the installation. But heliacoil is a lot easier. All right, thanks for watching the video.